The Prince of Wales presents the CBE to former rugby player Rob Burrow in Leeds. The Imperial family of Japan attend New Year's lectures in Tokyo. The princely family of Liechtenstein hosts a reception at Schloss Vaduz. And Crown Prince Al Hussein bin Abdullah II and Princess Rajwa Al Hussein of Jordan begin their 2-day official visit to Singapore. All this and much more coming up next on your Royal Daily News. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're doing well. My name is Alexandra, and welcome to your Royal Daily News for Friday, January 12th, 2024. This morning, Her Majesty Queen Mathilde of the Belgians visited the non-profit organization Handicap Visuel Formation Emploi in southwest Belgium. According to the Belgian Royal Court, the organization supports blind and severely visually impaired adults to help them become more independent in their professional and personal lives. The organization offers a range of training courses related to IT and communication technologies intended for the blind and visually impaired. Quote, classes are taught individually and according to a modular program that meets the needs and abilities of each individual. End quote. On Thursday afternoon, Their Majesties King Philippe and Queen Mathilde of the Belgians hosted a New Year's reception at Château de Laeken for heads of diplomatic missions accredited to the Kingdom of Belgium. On Wednesday, His Majesty the King visited the former train hostel turned winter accommodation shelter for 110 homeless, families and single men combined, in Schaerbeek. The shelter, managed by the Croix-Rouge de Belgique, provides the homeless with a hot shower, 2 hot meals a day, paramedical assistance, as well as a warm and comfortable bed. During the visit, the King spent time meeting with the homeless, listening to their stories, as well as meeting with the staff of the Croix-Rouge de Belgique. In Madrid, His Majesty King Felipe VI of Spain received letters of credence from newly appointed ambassadors to the Kingdom of Spain at Palacio Real de Madrid. The newly appointed ambassadors are from the Republic of El Salvador, the Republic of North Macedonia, the Islamic Republic of Iran, the Republic of Peru, the Kingdom of Thailand, and the Republic of Angola. The letters of credence is an official document that accredits a foreign ambassador as the official representative of his or her country in the Kingdom of Spain. The presentation of the letters of credence to the head of state dates back to the 18th century in Spain and has remained practically intact in its development to this day. On Thursday in Stockholm, Their Royal Highnesses Crown Princess Victoria and Prince Daniel of Sweden visited the SOS Alarm Sweden AB. The SOS Alarm is responsible for the emergency number 112 on behalf of the state. During the visit, the Crown Princess couple learned about how the SOS Alarm handles emergencies and coordinates aid resources in the event of accidents, crises, and disturbances in society. On Wednesday, His Serene Highness Prince Hans Adam II of Liechtenstein, accompanied by His Serene Highness Hereditary Prince Alois and Her Royal Highness Hereditary Princess Sophie of Liechtenstein, hosted the traditional New Year's reception at Schloss Vaduz. Guests included members of the diplomatic corps, members of the government and state parliament, community leaders, faith leaders, holders of the Liechtenstein Orders of Merit, chief civil servants, and representatives of various organizations. On Thursday in Tokyo, Their Imperial Majesties Emperor Naruhito and Empress Masako of Japan presided over the Imperial New Year lectures by scholars held inside the Matsunoma stateroom at the Imperial Palace. Other members of the Imperial family also attended the lecture, including Her Imperial Highness Princess Aiko of Japan, Their Imperial Highnesses Crown Prince Akishino and Crown Princess Kiko of Japan, Her Imperial Highness Princess Kako of Akishino, and Her Imperial Highness Princess Akiko of Mikasa, to name a few. On Thursday, Their Royal Highnesses Crown Prince Al Hussein bin Abdullah II and Princess Rajwa Al Hussein of Jordan began their 2-day official visit to the Republic of Singapore at the invitation of the Prime Minister, Lee Hsien Loong. This is the first overseas official visit for the princess since she married the Crown Prince on June 1, 2023 in Amman. In an interview with the newspaper Arab News, analyst and researcher in Middle Eastern and Southeast Asian affairs, Mr. Rizwan Rafi Togu, noted that the visit to the Republic of Singapore, quote, holds considerable symbolic importance as it marks a pivotal step in the Crown Prince's preparation for more substantive diplomatic engagements, ultimately positioning him for accession to rulership in due course. The Southeast Asian region, with particular emphasis on Singapore, assumes a critical role in Jordan's future for foreign policy considerations. This pertains notably to the attraction of foreign investments, advancements in education, and other strategic aspects vital to the nation's development. End quote. The official visit began with the Crown Prince and the Princess attending the launch of the Jordan-Singapore Tech Alliance Forum, organized by the Ministry of Digital Economy and Entrepreneurship and the Embassy of the Kingdom of Jordan in Singapore, in cooperation with the Singapore Business Federation and the SG Tech. The forum gathered over 150 representatives of tech startups in Singapore, in addition to 6 Jordanian startups that provide technical support to international companies in sectors such as gaming, digital education, and creative industries. According to the Royal Hashemite Court, during the forum, key Jordanian tech companies gave briefings on their work, and participants engaged in discussions to attract international firms to Jordan by showcasing the competitiveness of the ICT sector in the kingdom and the success stories of Jordanian startups. The Crown Prince also gave a speech noting Jordan's, quote, keenness to become a rising force on the international tech scene, highlighting the importance of digital transformation and entrepreneurship in nurturing creativity and turning ideas into reality. End quote. On the sidelines of the forum, a memorandum of understanding between Jordan's Institute of Banking Studies and Singapore FinTech Association was signed. In the afternoon, the Crown Prince visited the Lee Kuan Yew School of Public Policy at the National University of Singapore. During the visit, a memorandum of understanding was signed to, quote, provide specialized programs in public policy and administration for Jordanian government officials and public servants, as well as facilitate the participation in the school's executive and master's programs, end quote. The day ended with the Crown Prince visiting the Institute of Technical Education. This morning, the Crown Prince and Princess Rajwa Al Hussein of Jordan arrived at Astana Palace to attend an official welcoming ceremony hosted by the Prime Minister of Singapore, Lee Hsien Loong, and his wife Ho Ching. Thereafter, the Crown Prince held a meeting with the President of Singapore at Astana Palace. During the meeting, the Crown Prince, quote, commended the expanding ties between the two countries over the past decades, which were deepened further with the exchange of visits, expressing pride in the level of cooperation between Jordan and Singapore in various fields. The Crown Prince highlighted the importance of the agreement signed between the two countries on Thursday, covering wide areas of mutual interest. End quote. In the afternoon, the Crown Prince and the Princess attended the launch of a Jordanian exhibition at the Gardens by the Bay. The purpose of the exhibition, organized by the Embassy of the Kingdom of Jordan in Singapore, in collaboration with the Jordan Tourism Board, JTB, and the Royal Botanic Garden, is to promote tourism to the kingdom. The exhibition offers visitors the opportunity to, quote, view models of Jordanian archaeological sites, photos of these sites, and examine mosaic pieces from the Church of St. Stephen at Rasas. In addition, the exhibition includes wild herbs that grow in Jordan, Dead Sea products, and a wide selection of handicrafts, weaved by the Bani Hamida Women Weaving Project and the Jordan River Foundation, which represent part of Jordan's cultural heritage. End quote. During today's visit, the Crown Prince planted the first Jordanian olive tree and witnessed the signing of 2 memoranda of understanding, one between the JTB and the National Association of Travel Agents Singapore, and the other between the Royal Botanic Garden and the Gardens by the Bay. Meanwhile, a hop, skip, and a jump from Singapore, His Royal Highness Prince Abdul Mateen Brunei participated in the ceremony of solemnization at the Sultan Omar Ali Saifuddin Mosque in Bandar Seri Begawan on Thursday. According to RTB News, the ceremony formalizes the marriage between the prince and Miss Anissa Issa Kalibik through the, quote, exchange of consent known as the Ijab Kabul, or marriage contract symbolizing the covenant made by a man and a woman to live together in accordance with Islamic law, end quote. Royal guests who attended the ceremony included His Majesty Sultan Hassan al Bolkiah of Brunei, His Royal Highness Crown Prince Billah Hassan al Bolkiah of Brunei, His Royal Highness Prince Abdul Malik Hassan al Bolkiah of Brunei, other male members of the royal family, and the bride's father. His Highness Crown Prince Sheikh Khalid bin Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan of Abu Dhabi approved the establishment of a new specialized medical city dedicated to women's and children's health in Abu Dhabi. According to a press release, the medical city, which will be known as the Sheikh Khalifa Medical City, SKMC, will establish a center of excellence for pediatric care, the Cornish Hospital dedicated to women and newborns' health, a rehabilitation facility, and a mental health center for women and children. The SKMC Center of Excellence for Pediatric Care will enhance healthcare services for children with more than 200 doctors equipped with the latest expertise, delivering exceptional care to patients from across the UAE and around the world. These services include 29 specialties, among them oncology, neurosurgery, liver, kidney, and bowel transplantation, and cardiac medicine, to name a few. And finally, His Royal Highness the Prince of Wales met with former rugby league player Mr. Rob Burrow and rugby coach and former player Mr. Kevin Sinfield to congratulate them on their outstanding efforts in raising awareness of motor neuron disease, also known as MND. According to Kensington Palace, Mr. Burrow was diagnosed with MND in December 2019, just 2 years after retiring from his position as scrum half at Leeds Rhinos. During yesterday's meeting, the Prince presented the Commander of the British Empire, CBE, to Mr. Burrow and Mr. Sinfield for raising awareness of MND. And there you have it. Thank you all so much for joining me this afternoon. I really do appreciate it. I will be back on Sunday, January 14th, with all the latest royal news. Until then, I wish you all a wonderful Friday afternoon and a great weekend. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss a thing. Okay, again, have a wonderful weekend, everyone, and I will see you all on Sunday. Take care.